Because that's what I feel like people like Yeat are their instinct. They're not supposed to be rapping on the track. They're supposed to just do what first comes to mind when the track comes on. Let's talk about Yeat. Yeat is trash, but Yeat is an exceptional kind of trash that I can't really help but be entertained by at this point. Recently, he dropped a Life EP, and I didn't really have any expectations going in. You know, my track record with Yeat has pretty much been people telling me to listen to his music, me listening to the music, and me wondering why anyone listens to the music. However, the thing about Yeat that I find a bit strange is he has this Travis Scott effect where oftentimes, and I've said it a lot, it seems to keep getting misconstrued as me having hatred or disdain for Travis Scott. I actually acknowledge that Travis Scott makes really incredible music. He's just not a good rapper. And when I say that, it seems as though it gets misinterpreted easily as me hating on him. But no one can ever quote me a Travis Scott bar. Anything throughout his entire career, nothing, absolutely zilch, zero. But you all have your favorite Travis Scott song. I have my favorite Travis Scott song. It's very easy to acknowledge where Travis Scott's skill set is. Making incredible music, but not very good at the rapping. And I feel like the same can be said for Yeat. But the difference between the two, and I don't want to make this a Travis Scott comparison video or anything like that. Yeat is a better rapper than Travis Scott. And I don't want to make this a Travis Scott comparison. He's going out of his way to actually be an overall. Lyrically, we know that these niggas ain't doing nothing crazy. And I'm not saying Yeat is a good rapper. For you to think that Yeat being better than Travis Scott is an absurd take, you also have to think that Travis Scott is a good rapper, and he's not. But he makes great music, Travis Scott does. Experiment a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Do some vocal acrobatics, be a bit more of just the ABC 1, 2, 3 rapper. But the reason why I think I was so much more surprisingly entertained by this Life EP from Yeat this time around, he's like a vocal gymnast in a way. Now, can he take it way further than what he's been taking it to? Of course. He's not doing anything out of the box, nothing extraordinary. But what he's doing, I think he's doing it well enough when it hits. When it doesn't, it's the most boring shit you've ever heard in your life. And originally I was gonna title this video something along the lines of I don't get Yeat, or I don't understand Yeat. Yeat is beyond me. It's taking too much mental capacity, and I don't have the fortitude mentally to comprehend where Yeat is headed or the direction that he's going. Let's note that I don't think Yeat knows either. Regardless, I still think that this EP that he dropped was decent, and I think it's enough for me to not call him garbage or trash or ass or belly button juice. I don't think that there is any reason for me to say that there is no value to Yeat's music at this stage in his career. I had to give him more respect than what I was giving him before when someone told me that he actually takes part in mixing some of his own music as well. And anyone that's that hands-on has to be talented to a degree for the music to sound like what it sounds like. Did you just say beat bop ass beat? How can you say that? I understand disliking Yeat, but listening to this track and saying just beat boop beat bop, that is the furthest thing from this track humanly possible. All these little intricacies in this cut is actually amazing, and I'm surprised that the producer, like, who the fuck is producing this? I'm not in love with Yeat on it, but at the same time, like, there are certain little aspects of his vocal style or whatever that I'm seeing as poking up. You know, he's a little bit more low tone, a little bit more muted, then he goes back to his regular rapping voice. Back to why he's better than Travis Scott, though. Oh my God. What lyrical ability is 90210 from Travis Scott? Is it an amazing cut? Of course, but can we stop lying to ourselves and act like the singer on the cut isn't the highlight of the track? I'm not even sucking right now. Travis Scott will tell you that. That's why he got her on there, and it's fine. Like I said, Travis Scott makes amazing music. Give me a bar from 90210. Give me a bar. Something about his grandma. I don't give a fuck. Give me a bar. You can't do it. Don't worry, I'ma get it, Granny. Oh my fucking God. In all honesty, I'd put them in the same category. People who make good music, but don't rap well. And I say it all the time, Travis Scott would easily take over the world if he knew how to use his voice, if he used his voice in a more entertaining way, if he added a personality to his persona, because he's void of one. Yeat excels in that department, where I do think he's still trying to find the lane that he's in production-wise, because I do feel like it's very EDM-esque. After a certain point in the song, Yeat just comes off like wallpaper to his own music, which is strange because the music itself is generally the wallpaper of the song. I think he's doing a decent enough job with these well-timed flows, some decent delivery, and some at times perfectly expressed ad-libs. It's also really weird to describe the production style because sometimes it's so layered, giving me the want or the urge to get up out of my seat and get into the pit, and then at the same time it's got this strangely sedative, calming, almost trance-like effect. Something that if you listen to long enough, it's easy for you to get lost in, yet when done right, still gives you the energy to go crazy. And that's an incredibly hard thing to balance when you're in the lane that Yeat is in, where people like myself are constantly comparing you to Cardi or throwing you into the Ken Carson category. It's easy to lose your own identity in that.
Yeah, Tim what it feel like. I couldn't tell you the truth.
Okay.
Gon' copy my trend, they gon' copy my side, they gon' copy the guy. Everybody crib in the sky.
Oh.
I'm on the bullet, get tanky. I got the big old whip pinky. Get that diamonds on my hair.
No, that right there is fire. Like the way he came in at this specific part, this very specific part. Beautiful.
I like all that talking back and forth, just keep it murder.
And the nigga not saying nothing. I don't care though. I don't care. But I'm just saying. Imagine having this memorable of a verse at this particular time and then niggas still not knowing what the fuck you said. It's great. And again, I still feel the same way about his earlier work. I don't have a different opinion of Two Alive. I don't have a different opinion of some of the earlier records that I've heard from dude. But my problem with Yeat, honestly, is that every song he makes, well, not every song, but a lot of songs that he makes, even the ones that I like, just sound like reference tracks. Feels like there's more that he was supposed to do and they're just drafts for somebody else. That's how I feel. If you want to make a complete song or a complete record, I feel like it's another step. It's another step that you can go. He just doesn't go there. And I don't know if that's to the detriment to the song or if it's adding to the enjoyability of the song. But I think this time around he's done what he's done well enough to distract from those shortcomings. The shortcoming of not rapping well, the shortcoming of not really having anything to say. As bad as Yeat can be and has shown himself to be in the past, he has enough of a personality for me to attach to and hang on to for a song. Y'all know I only really started to love Whole Lotta Red when I appreciated how Cardi was using his voice over the project. It felt like his instincts were taking over for the album. It didn't feel like he was thinking about anything. It's just raw. It's there. This is how I feel. My vocal expression is a representation of how I feel in this exact moment. And I do feel like it's similar with Yeat in that he'll say or ad-lib his way through his first instinct. What is going to sound best in this exact moment? And I'm going to do that. Deep Revolutionary. Is he the next Travis Scott? Is he the next Young Thug? I'm not saying that. But I am saying that I see the value and there's something. I don't know what, but there's something there.